And it's over. The FIFA World Cup 2026 has come to an end, and Spain are the new world champions, having defeated defending champions Argentina in what was a very dominant, one sided display by Spain in yesterday's final. The match went into extra time, but honestly, if you saw the match, even if you look at the stats, the game was completely being controlled by Spain. Argentina was not in the game at all, maybe except for the last few minutes. That too in the second extra time half after Spain had scored their first goal. So till then, it was completely Spain's game. It was Spain's momentum. They were controlling everything. They did not let Argentina breathe. Argentina themselves also just seemed like they were playing too much in a shell. Messi was not Messi. The rest of the attacking line was not like themselves. They defended really well. I mean, hats off to them, and especially Martinez with a couple of fantastic world class saves, especially that free kick from Lamine Yamal with literally the last kick of what would have been the normal time. It was the last play essentially of normal time. It could have been game over at that time. It was a really good free kick, but Martinez with a fantastic save. But eventually Spain did find a way through. They had Torres who was subbed on, and he got in there and he got the winning goal for Spain to get them over the line and get them crowned as the world champions for 2026 at this year's World Cup. Overall, the World Cup has been, in my opinion, fantastic and exciting to watch. I think we've seen some really great matches. I think we've seen some really great goals. I think we've seen some really great fight backs from teams and scrappy wins, goal fests, comebacks. Argentina, of course, having done a hat trick of comebacks throughout the knockout stages. First against Cape Verde, and then against the likes of Egypt and Switzerland as well. Spain themselves going through a quality line of opposition to get to the final. France with their dominant display throughout the World Cup only to fall to Spain. And England with what could have been a magic story for them, only to fall to Argentina in the semi-final. But you know what? I think everyone has their opinion. So a lot of people are saying that this has not been a great World Cup. It's not been exciting, this, that, and all. I don't know. Honestly, from my perspective, it was a very exciting game. It was an exciting tournament. I think we saw some really great upsets. We saw the likes of Norway, go deep into the tournament. The story of the tournament, of course, was Cape Verde, the kind of run they made. So it's been a fantastic tournament overall. The only downside is even the third place match between England and France produced like 10 goals, but the second half was really down to two teams that were, more or less going through the motions. They were tired legs and defense on both sides of the on both sides. So we saw a 10-goal thriller, which of course England won 6-4. Saka with the hat trick over there. But the final itself, honestly speaking, if you look at how the rest of the tournament has been, didn't really perhaps live up to the billing of the tournament, didn't really live up to the billing of what the match would be. I think a lot of people did assume that Spain would control the game, they would control the flow, but they expected more from Argentina in terms of the way they would attack, in terms of the way they would set up. All in all, in the end, Spain are the new champions. They are crowned the 2026 FIFA World Cup winners. And kudos to Spain. They didn't start the tournament in as much confidence, even though I had them pegged as my pre-tournament favorites to win the World Cup. I predicted that, but during the World Cup, I got a little shaky on that prediction because Spain didn't really start it with all that confidence. They didn't really start all that strong. But in the knockouts, they found their mojo, they found their flow, and since then they have not looked back. But yeah, all in all, deserved winners. I'm really, really happy that Spain won. I'm literally like, I honestly think Spain as a country, Spain as a team, Spain's football, Spain's diplomacy, everything deserved this win. They deserve to be World Cup winners. And kudos to them. Congratulations to all the Spanish fans, to all the Spanish team, to the coach. And what a victory. What a World Cup win for you guys. Second World Cup win for Spain, second World Cup title. The first one coming in 2010. And they truly have been one of the dominant international sides in the last few years. Euro winners as well. So with this comes to an end the month and a half long festivities of the FIFA World Cup. In terms of my predictions, I think I got Spain right, and I think I got Mbappe right in terms of getting the most goals. The others didn't really find their way. There was one more, which was who would get the most clean sheets. Now in that, I had put down Martinez and David Raya if he played more of a part. So, well, Raya didn't really play a part, but Spain did end up being the team with the best defense throughout the tournament. So, I guess maybe half a prediction in that, but no. The absolute ones are Spain winning the World Cup. I got that right. And Mbappe getting the most goals. That one was right. So, not bad, I guess. But yeah, kudos to everyone. And a special mention I have to give to Mbappe as well. This Mbappe as a player and this French team have been very dominant throughout the last three editions of the World Cup. Mbappe himself at the international level has become the highest ever goal scorer at World Cups. He has 22 goals, and unlike fellow other footballers who are behind him, like Messi is just 2 goals behind him. Don't know if Messi is going to play another World Cup or not, but in any case, all everyone else on that list has a lot of matches that they've played to get to those 16 goals or 22 goals or whatever, 20 goals, whatever that number is. Mbappe's goal to match ratio is actually phenomenal. His performances at the 2018 World Cup, where they won the World Cup, at 2022, where they were runners up, and in this World Cup as well, where they were dominant throughout. It's just they didn't show up against Spain, unfortunately. They have been phenomenal. So special mention to the French, for and Mbappe himself for what has been a amazing period of play for them, for him. And I think still age on his side, I think he can play another two World Cups at least. I feel he has it in him for another two at least. And a special shout out to Norway as well. Thank you for entertaining us in the World Cup. Thank you for being the team which delivered the most heart, which delivered the most I don't know, excitement, getting people behind them, getting people to root for the underdog, and a great run they had themselves. And of course, a special shout out for Cape Verde, undefeated in groups, against the likes of Spain and Uruguay, and even getting a draw against Saudi Arabia. And leaving their mark on the World Cup, not only just coming out of the group, but then even in the knockout against defending champions Argentina, pushing them all the way to extra time. Hats off to them. All in all, I think this has been a fantastic World Cup to watch, and I am just, it's been a fun 1.5 months. I didn't get to see the football live as much because of the time difference, but thanks to the highlights, thanks to TapMat, kudos to you guys for having us covered in Pakistan, and all of these other things, all of the stories, Spain winning, of course, but and the goals and assists and the football that was played. But other than that, the positive stories and all were fantastic to watch. Of course, this World Cup had its shares of controversies as well, as do most of the other World Cups. But it is what it is. All in all, it's been a fun month. Congratulations, Spain. Once again, congratulations to all the other teams that have performed really well, including Argentina, France, and England, who made it to the semifinals. Norway for a fantastic run. Cape Verde for a great debut World Cup. And yeah, amazing football. Now, with the internationals coming behind us, I think soon we'll be back to focusing on club football, league football, and Arsenal, and them defending their Premier League title in the next season. Till then, take care. Enjoy the World Cup highlights if you want to catch them. The World Cup's analysis, the final highlights, and all those things. And of course, the transfer rumors and the gossips and everything that now come with the territory of post World Cup football up till the league starting. And yeah, enjoy.